Hey guys, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta. I am your instructor for Principles of Management. So I wanted to give you a video to prepare you for Monday. We'll be getting started our semester, and just wanted to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with what to expect in class. So I am doing this recording, sending it out to your email. So hopefully you get to see it before Monday. That way you know what to expect for class. So first and foremost, welcome to class. As I said, my name is Mr. Argueta. Best way to reach me is email largueta@gntc.edu. I get that on my cell phone and can see your email when it comes in. Most of the time, I try to respond as soon as I can. So there's that. So let's get started. Very quickly, I'm going to go through what the class looks like online for those of you who have never taken an online course. This will make you comfortable with what to expect on day one. So this is a 7-week course. So we go by very, very quickly. So I don't want to waste any time. I want to make sure you understand what to expect on day one, because there is no skipping a week for syllabus day. There's none of that. We get started day one right away, and it goes by super fast. So a couple things you need to know. I do not accept late work because this is such a short class that there's no time to go back. So if you miss something, just move on. That's the best advice I can give you. Trust me, it's better for you to move on than to try to make up 2 weeks in 1 week. It's too hard. It's too much. My experience has shown me that it's better to move on, take the hit for that class, and let's keep going. So I don't accept late work. Another thing I want to make sure you understand, I'll show you this right away. This is your syllabus. You do not need a physical book. So once again, for this class, you do not need the physical book. What you do need, though, is this Connect access code. Okay, I'll show you how to get that easily. And from day one, you get 2 free weeks, so you can do your work right away. So please do not wait. You got to do your work right away because we are very quickly moving through this class. This class is online. It runs from the 9th through March 1st. So we're very quick, very quick. All right. I'm not going to go through the competencies. You can do that on your own. I'm just going to highlight a few things. One thing that I want you to see, and I'll show you, but the no-show assignment, I'll show you what that means. You have to do that before the first week is over. If not, you will get dropped from the class. Please note that you need a computer and internet access, okay? Saying that your computer doesn't work or your internet's not working is not an excuse. You will not be excused for that. You can come to the school to do it, or you can go to a library. There's different options for you to use for this requirement, but this is a fully online class. You are required to do the work online, so please make sure that you have a backup plan in case your computer doesn't work. The other thing I want to mention for that, please note that don't wait till the last day to do your assignment, because that's when your internet doesn't work or your computer messed up. Something always happens when you wait till the last minute. So my best advice is do your work day one as soon as the work is opened. All right. How you're getting graded, very important. 30% of your grade is the Learn Smart, which is called the Smart Book. I'll show you what that is in just a minute, but keep in mind, 30%. You can only get a 100 here. There is no 90% or 80%. It's a 100 or a 0. So you either do the work or you don't. So the Learn Smart is a adaptive learning technique. So if you keep saying you don't know the information, it keeps giving you more and more information. But if you respond with, I know this information, then it moves on. But some people always email me every semester and they're like, this is taking forever to complete. Well, that's because you keep saying, I don't know it, I don't know it, I don't know it. And it's adapting to the fact that you do not know it. So it keeps giving you more and more questions. So in the Learn Smart, in the Smart Book, Read the chapter and do it as you know it. If you go in there and you try to just wing it, it's going to recognize that you do not know the information. It's going to keep adding more questions to the bottom line. So keep that in mind, please. 30% is your chapter quiz and your chapter homework. Okay? Chapter quiz. Listen up, everybody, please. Your midterm and your final exam are going to come from questions from your weekly chapter quizzes. Every week, you have 2 chapters to complete. 2 weekly chapter quizzes. Your midterm and your final questions will come from those weekly quizzes. So every week, every semester, I get someone that says, can I get a study guide? This is your study guide. The questions in your midterm and in your final will come from your weekly quizzes. So just make sure somehow you keep that in mind. 30% of your grade is going to come from your discussions, weekly discussions. Okay, here's the requirement for your weekly discussions. You're going to do an original post on your own. You're going to reply to 2 other classmates, and every week I'm going to put a video similar to this, and you're going to reply to my video. So you're going to have 4 interactions in your discussions to get a 100%. Your post, reply to 2 students, and reply to my video. 4 different interactions, okay? All right, the last thing is 10% of your grade is going to come from your midterm and your final. So basically 5% apiece, okay? All right, the grading scale is as usual, 90 to 100% is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D. You need a C or above to pass this class. Any business class, to get credit for it, you need a C or above. Okay, a grade of C or better is required. Okay, all right. Other than that, that's about it. Please don't plagiarize. I know that some people are not used to that, but plagiarizing in your discussion, like if I ask you a question and you just go to Google and you find some answer and you put it in as your original work, it's going to flag it. It's going to say, this came from Google and this is the link where it came from. It's going to recognize it. And if you're plagiarizing, you're going to get in trouble. Please make sure you are doing your own work. All right, that's it for that. Let's look at the class. So here's what the class looks like. You're going to have a home page, an announcement page. Let's make this a little bigger for you. There we go. You're going to have a home page, an announcement page, our syllabus, our weekly assignments, discussions, and grades. Here's what I want you to focus on. When you log in, you're going to be at the home page. Any announcements will populate here. The only other place I want you to focus on is the weekly assignments. The weekly assignments is what I want you to go to. Syllabus is what you just saw, is that, okay? But in your weekly assignments, every week you're going to get a folder that says week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7. None of the other ones will be open, only the week that we're working on. Please only work on that week 1 or week 2 or whatever corresponding week we're in. Do not use this discussion one. This is for other issues. Do not go there. Go to weekly assignments. And this week is week 1. Go to week 1. I usually tell you right there what to expect. And then you go to week 1. You click on that. Here's your syllabus again. This is the same thing as this. But here's what I want you to do first. Go to your syllabus quiz and complete that. That's going to technically say that you are participating and in this class. If you do not complete that, by the end of the week, you will be dropped from the class as a no-show. It's like not showing up to class. You have 1 week to complete this work. By the way, this will start on Monday. So not today. Today I'm just doing this ahead of time so you know what to expect. Okay? Here is your weekly chapter theme. So please make sure you're scrolling down. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are due. Here's the learning objectives, and here's our discussion post. My weekly videos, guys, are going to be inside this as a thread. So you're going to have to look for my name to reply. Okay, so let me go back to weekly assignments, week 1, and here's a discussion. You have to go in there to see my video, my discussion video. It's going to be like every other person's, okay? So it's going to be like a student, but it's going to say Mr. Argueta, Mr. Lehner Argueta. Okay? Here's your weekly chapter assignments that I'm talking about. This first one that says the Smart Book, that's the one that's 30% of your grade, and you could only get 100. You either do it or you don't do it. So you get 100 or a 0. Here's the homework, which is like a activity base, and then here's your weekly quizzes. PowerPoint is for your benefit. You don't have to do anything with it. It's just the highlights of what that chapter has. It's a good study tool, okay? So in week 1, I want you to complete the syllabus quiz, chapter 1, and chapter 2 has its own assignments, okay, its own things. So make sure you do both chapters plus your discussion, which is your post, your introduction, your reply to 2 students, and my video, which will be located within the discussion. It'll be an introduction of me. And that's it. That's what the class is. It's super, super easy to understand, laid out very simply. Make sure you're going to weekly assignments and doing the corresponding week every week. This one will open. This one will open on the 16th. This one will open on the 23rd. This one will open on the 30th, and so on and so forth. Okay? Week 4, you will not have a discussion. You will only have your midterm and your 2 chapters that are associated. Okay? So, fair enough. Every week, do whatever's in that weekly folder. For discussions, only do what's in the weekly folder. Do not go to discussions. I'll show you why, because it's all of them. So you're going to be confused to which one you're supposed to do. But don't work ahead. Try to stay to that week's assignment, because I do not grade ahead. So only do week 1 when it's week 1, week 2 when it's week 2, and so on and so forth. You won't have access to the other weeks until that week closes and the next week opens. Every week, on Monday at midnight. So Monday at 12 p.m. So Sunday night, Monday morning, that folder will open up. It will be open for 1 week till Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. That week's folder will close. The next day, the next folder will open up. So make sure that you are working on this as soon as you can on Monday. Don't wait till Sunday, because something's always going to happen that day. So I want to make sure that you guys get the best out of this experience, all right? I will do another video, and I'll post it in your weekly discussion, in your introduction, introducing myself and telling you about me. But I wanted to give you this sort of easy to understand video so you can use it and be able to kind of learn and understand what to do every week. So that's about it. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.